So we were just talking, Mike and I, about the federal budget coming out. Of course, we're expecting interest rates likely to go up at least one more time tomorrow. What are your expectations from the Bank of Canada this week?
Well, I think the Bank of Canada is set to deliver another 25 basis point hike, so that would lead the overnight rate to 4.5%. Um, now the question is whether that is the last one. Certainly, the case is building now that they've done sufficient tightening. We have seen a peak in inflation. We can't say that the signs are too compelling that the trend is accelerating, but at least we've seen a peak, and we do know that the economy, especially interest rate sensitive sectors, are slowing. Or there is pain in the system from those rate hikes, and it will get worse before it gets better. So. From that perspective, I think it gives the Bank of Canada with an opportunity to sort of wait and see and feel things out. But we're going to see how they approach it, because I think they're still concerned about inflation expectations getting carried away, and that's really their credibility that is at stake. So they want to see that come down as well.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about that because many economists are now arguing that another rate hike is not the best decision. Uh, what is your opinion on that? What are you hearing on that front, that perhaps the Bank of Canada has gone too far?
Well, I think you could argue that Canada is one of the most debt sensitive economies in the world. Our housing market has rallied over the last 2 decades in terms of prices. And so when you look at metrics like debt to income or debt to asset, it's very elevated. And secondly, we also have a feature in our mortgage system that, for example, the US doesn't have, is that we renew typically a mortgage every 5 years. So people renewing now are doing at much higher interest rates. And given the debt burdens, that exerts significant pressure on their budgets. So I'm sympathetic to the idea that people are in pain now with what's going on. It's a good thing that the job market stays tight, is resilient, but it doesn't mean that will stick forever. So if we get into an environment in 2023 where people start to lose their jobs and they still have those major mortgage payment increases, it's going to put a lot of people in financial difficulty. They're going to stop spending to the extent that we should see contractions in GDP. And if the Bank of Canada really pushes it too far, it might create a recession that's of a magnitude that wouldn't be necessary to really deal with inflation, especially with knowing that a good part of the inflation that was transitory, supply chains, those kind of pressures, energy, those are coming down nicely right now. So I think there is a good case to make that, if not now, but after this one, the Bank of Canada might want to stop.
Jimmy Jean, Vice President and Chief Economist at Desjardins, thank you so much for being with us.